Alright guys, welcome back to Deaths from Above 40k. It's battle report time. We got some Blood Angels thrown down against some Orks. I've got Ben here, he's going to run the Orks. Say good day, Ben.
Hi.
Every time. So we've tailored the Orks to sort of hopefully match in with 8th edition a bit more speed and stuff like that. And see if they can take on these Blood Angels. If the Blood Angels win today, that's 8 in a row and then it's just getting ridiculous. So we haven't changed the Blood Angels list, but we've come up with a new Ork list. Alright, so I'll go through the Blood Angels list because it's quick and easy. So we got 1,500 points. It's, oh, what happened there? A battalion. What do we got in the battalion? So HQ-wise, we've got Mephiston. He's got Wings of Sanguinius, Shield of Sanguinius, and the Quickening. He also knows Smite, and he just comes as standard. Then we got, at the back here, we've got Librarian Dreadnought. He'll be the Warlord with Gift of Foresight. He'll have Wings of Sanguinius and the Quickening as well. He's just got Stormbolter and his weapons. Troops, we've got 1, 2, 3 5-man Intercessor squads with Auto Bolt Rifles and Power Fists on the Sergeant. Then for Elites, we've got Sanguinary Ancient. Now he's going to be taking the free relic Banner of Sacrifice because that's the relic to take. Gives us feel no pain. It's what you want. Then we've got 1, 2 Furioso Dreads. They're armed with frag cannons, power fist, and underslung flamer, heavy flamer on both of them, so they're identical. Then in fast attack, we've got 3 separate attack bikes. So 1, 2, 3. They're each armed with the multi-melter. And then in heavy support, we got the Baal Predator, and then over here we got another Predator with all las cannons. So that comes in at 1,500 points. 12 command points will be coming into the battle with, and this is an undefeated army this edition, so we'll see if these Orks can take it to them. All right, let's have a look at the Orks. So same again, 1,500 point battalion here. HQ choices, so we've got a Death Killer War Track. It'll be the War Boss, so it's got the best armor Teeth can buy, which gives him a 4-up invuln, and then for the free relic, he's taking the Cyborg body, which gives him 5-up feel no pain. Next to him, we've got a big mech on a bike with a power saw, power claw, just to keep up with the rest of the army. Troops, so we've got 3 boys units in trucks. Now there's 1 boy unit here that's 11 because of points, but then they're all armed the same. So they got, these 2 are 12-man squads. They got rocket, and then on the knob, combi rocket and power claw. All of their trucks have rockets as well. So that's the troops. Fast attack, in a similar vein to the Blood Angels, we got 1, 2, 3 buggies with racks of rockets. So they're going to be 3 separate units, being able to zip around the board, fire off rockets, and claim some objectives, hopefully. So we'll see how they go. I think they are in the Legends or Index part now, but we'll see what happens moving forward with that. Doesn't really matter here because we can play with whatever we want to play. Then we got heavy support. We got 10 looters. And then up the back, we've got the Morkanaut, the big boy. He's got his custom force field and all the other little bits and bobs that he comes with. So the Orks will be coming in at 1,500 points and 12 command points as well. So hopefully both these armies super fast, lots of shooting power, lots of combat. We'll get to it and see what happens. Alright guys. Alright guys, we have rolled up a mission. The mission that we've rolled up is the 4 pillars. So in this mission, there's 4 pillars. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So in this mission, pretty much, it's similar to most of the missions in 9th edition. They just disappear with this light, don't they? I need to get different objective markers. So in this mission, each of these 4 pillars is the same. If you hold 1, you get the 5 points. If you hold 2, it's 10 points. If you hold more than your opponent, you get 15 points for a maximum of 15 points per round. As far as secondary objectives go, so for myself, I chose Bring It Down, which means that every time you kill a vehicle or monster with 10 or less wounds, you get points. Attrition, which is if I kill more than my opponent, I get points for that. And the other one is Domination. So if I hold more objectives than my opponent, you get points for that. Ben also chose Bring It Down. He chose engage on all fronts, which that's the table quarters one, isn't it? Yep, so get units in every quarter. And then he chose the siphon one. So pretty much the siphon one is mission specific. Geez, they really do disappear. So if you sit on these objectives, so the 4 pillars, focus, mate. The more guys you've got sitting on the pillars around the battlefield, as the turns go on progressively, you get more points. So you get units on there. Yeah, and you siphon it. So he's chosen that one. So we've, deployment wise, for the Blood Angels, starting from the right hand side, we've got a unit of Marines here sitting on this objective. Then we've got attack bike. Then we've got our the Spitfire Baal Predator. We've got Librarian Dreadnought in here. We've got the Las Cannon Pred, the Bulldog over here, ready to go either way. Another bike. And then in here we've got a bit of a blob action going on where we've got 2 units of Primaris Marines, Mephiston and the Sanguinary Ancient. And then I've paid the 1 command point to put the 2 Furioso Dreads in or outflank or reserves, however you want to call it. Coming over to this side with the Orks, Ben's got Truck, Death Killer War Track, Big Mech, Truck, Big Boy. So they're all over here on the right hand flank. And then if we come over here, he's got his 3 buggies and his looters up in here. So the looters up in here are able to hold this objective down at the bottom here. So that's his deployment. You didn't put anything in reserve, did you? No, it's all on the battlefield, all in trucks. So we will now roll to see who gets the first turn. So I'm just get myself a magic dice here. Alright, Ben, give you that, mate. See what you got. Fucking 6. And a 2. So the Orks will be having first turn. So we'll let Ben have his first turn. See if he blows all my Blood Angels off the map. And we'll get back to you in a minute. Alright guys, Ben has had his first Ork turn. Let's have a look at what he's bloody done here. So we'll start over this side. So buggies zipped around to here. These 2 buggies zipped around here. He left these guys in here and he's also claimed that they're doing the siphoning action. His trucks, the big guy and all this stuff move forward down the centre here. But then he's got these guys coming around the flank this way. Alright, so shooting wise, over here, he advanced his little buggies, so they didn't do much because they were hitting on 6s, so they didn't do anything. Then he used these guys, and he used the more Daka stratagem and shot over into this Baal Predator, and he took 10 wounds off it, so it's on its last wound. So that thing's just sitting there nearly wrecked. Then over here, this truck, this guy, and this truck over here all shot into here, and they only managed to kill 2 Primaris Marines and wound 1. With the cover and the feel no pain, they were just not going anywhere. So at the end of Ben's turn, obviously he's not killed anything holistically. He's put himself in a good position though, so we'll see what he does next turn, and we'll get back to you after Blood Angel turn 1. Alright guys, end of Blood Angels turn 1, and some carnage has ensued, and we've punished Ben for, well, fucking turning up here. That's what you get, isn't it, Ben? Buddy, what do you think about what just happened in that turn, Ben?
I don't even want to talk about it.
He doesn't want to talk about it, but I want to talk about it, so let's get on with it. So, this thing shuffled from there to there, and even though it was on its last wound, managed to pepper away a few looters. Then using so I did split fires with these. So this one shot over here with its multi-melter into this buggy. Then these guys, well, get my hand out of the way, shot in there and killed that buggy. Oh, that's another 2 points there because that's a vehicle. So then these 2 with their bolt guns shot into there and killed some more looters. So the total looters killed was 5. And then this multi-melter at the front hit this buggy and took 4 wounds off it, but it's still there with 1 wound. These things don't degrade as battle goes on. So on this side of the battlefield, we caused a little bit of carnage. Then over here, the Bulldog pulled out, shot over here into the big fella. And what did he take? Like 11 wounds or something. No, it was only like 7 wounds. And then a combination of shooting from everything here took another couple of wounds off him. The Dreadnought used wings in the psychic phase to fly over, and he landed about here. Then he assaulted in and finished off the big guy. And then Mephiston was here, but we put the quickening on, which gives him, with the natural Blood Angels thing, a +4 to their charge and advance. So he managed to get to the vehicle that was here. So Mephiston chopped down that vehicle, and then the boys piled out and piled into Mephiston. So I paid an extra 3 command points at the end, and then he chopped the whole unit down again. So Mephiston chopped down the truck, then he chopped down everything in it, while this guy chopped down the big boy. So at the end of battle round 1, you don't get points for any of this stuff, but secondaries, I racked up 11 points for killing the shit out of a lot of shit. Boom! So there you go. That's Blood Angels turn 1. We'll let the Orks retaliate, and hopefully they kill the shit out of some shit so that this turns into a good game. We'll get back to you in a minute. Alright guys, end of Ork turn 2, and he's turned it up a little here. He's done some things and some stuff and blown some stuff up and done orky bits and bobs. Alright, we'll start over this side. So the looters shot over here and finished off the Baal Predator, which got you 3 points for being a big vehicle. And then there was these guys shot over here and killed the bike that was there, so he killed that. That Librarian Dreadnought, I don't know why he's still on the table, he's dead. I'll move him in a sec. Over here, this guy backed out of the combat with the Librarian Dread. This guy come in and hit him a few times with the Melter and took him down to 2 wounds, then charged in and finished him off. And the Mephiston heroically intervened and killed the big mech on a bike, but what was it? As Orks was never beaten, was that the one?
Yep.
He paid 3 command points and hit back and left Mephiston on 1 wound. So he killed my Librarian Dreadnought and left Mephiston on 1 wound at the end of this round. And then over here, he come around here and he shot in here. Nothing really sort of happened. But at the end of that Ork turn, he's now on 11 points and has actually done some good damage in this round. So, I missed anything else there, Ben? No?
No, I'm just siphoning and siphoning.
Oh, that's the other thing too, yeah. So he said that this is siphoning now as well. And these guys are siphoning. So he's got 2 units siphoning at the end of his movement phase he's declared. So we'll see if I can remove him so that he stops siphoning everything. Alright, we'll get back to his. Down to Blood Angel, turn 2. Alright guys, at the end of Blood Angel turn 2, shenanigans! Right, first things first, we're only holding this objective at the start of the turn, so we've got 5 points for that. Movement wise, these guys shimmied onto this to... Oh, sorry, it wasn't for that one, it was for holding this one over here. These guys just shimmied onto that one to hold that one. The bike come forward here to take that between the bike and this Dreadnought coming on from the side flank, where all the looters in there got nuked, just fucking pow, 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 flamethrowers, cannons, all sorts of shit. Over here, we took a couple of wounds off this thing with the bike here. It's still there though, it's still, you know, in the battle. This thing moved up here, and a combination of this, these guys, and this Dreadnought coming in from up here killed the truck, and then the boys got out and I was managed to charge in. I only killed 2 boys, but then they whooped me ass and took 7 wounds off my Dreadnought between the Power Claw and the boys, so that was a little bit dangerous. Then over here, pretty much everything you see here charged forward, took out the Death Killer War Track, and then consolidated forward up into here. So at the end of this turn, I'm on 29 points, because I only got 5 for this, but for the secondaries, I killed a heap of vehicles. I'm on every objective, so domination, and I killed more than Ben in his turn, so that skipped me way ahead. We did give Ben a bonus 4 turns as well, because we realised that one of his secondaries, for 2 turns, he was in 3 table quarters. So he actually got 4 extra points for that, putting him on 15. So, I didn't miss anything, did I, Ben? No, that was it. So Ben's going to go on. He's very battered and beaten now, but we'll just discuss him. We'll go one more battle round and see how he goes, see if he can rack up some more points, and see if he can bring it to the Blood Angels, the Sons of Sanguinius. See if he can at least kill Mephiston. He's only on 1 wound. Take that bugger out. Alright, we'll get back to yous at the end of Ork turn 3. Alright guys, end of Ork turn 3, and Ben has done some damage here. So, we'll start over here. This did nothing. Shot into the attack bike. The attack bike's still there. That's easy. Over here, this backed, well actually it didn't back out of combat, didn't it? But the boys jumped out of the back. They rampaged in there. They killed Mephiston, and they also killed a couple of these Marines. And then they lost, what's left there? 5, so they must have lost about 7 guys in that combat there, but they're still there. They passed. They're good. They're staying there. They're hanging in there. Then over here, Ben actually brought down the Dreadnought, so he got some points for that. So he got some points for being in the 3 table quarters again, so for being over here, here, and over here, and then he got points for killing a vehicle again as well. As for the objectives, he didn't score anything for that, but yeah, he did manage to get some points. So what are you on, 19? So trailing 10 behind. But we're going into Blood Angels turn 3 now, so it could be a little bit brutal. We'll see what happens. Alright guys, end of Blood Angels turn 3, and you guessed it, it's a Dublin. We've dominated here and crushed out the Xeno scum, so let's break it down. This guy's stayed here on this objective. This thing ran over and blew up the buggy that was there. Between this and the Predator, we blew up the truck over here. These guys finished off the rest of those boys in combat. And then over here we managed to run in, shoot, gun, and smash the shit out of these guys. Lost a couple of guys here and there in between. But overall, maxed out to the 50 points for the end of the game. What'd you end up getting, Ben?
19.
19 points and a tabling. So that's a pretty solid ass whooping. But this army's undefeated now, 8 games in a row. Can anyone stop them? I'm just going to go ahead and say, best Blood Angels army ever. No one has ever created a better list. I'm just putting it out there. Jeez, that's going to race the internet up. Man of the match, Ben. What'd you choose and why'd you choose it?
Just Death Killer War Track.
Death Killer War Track? Why'd you choose him?
Took down the Librarian Dreadnought and
he did, and he got
some other stuff. And
yeah, melter shots off and killing stuff. It's a great unit. It's probably worth running 2 of them, to be honest. I went Mephiston for my man of the match because he went to round 3 killing stuff. So first turn, jumped over here, brutalised some stuff, got brutalised some more stuff, and then got killed. So hopefully you've enjoyed that. I don't know what force is going to stop these Blood Angels, but they're on an absolute tear, so it's the way it is. Hate's going to hate, Blood Angels are going to win. That's just the way it is, boys. Alright, and girls, and everyone. So enjoy yourselves, stay safe out there, and we'll get back to you with another mission. And we'll see if we can't get someone around with another hardcore army, because they've already kicked the shit out of some hardcore armies. We need another hardcore army to come and fight these Blood Angels. Alright guys, we'll see you soon.